So we just made what I guess is one of the biggest deals that's been made in a long time with China. The vice premier has just left my office. We have a great deal. We're papering it now over the next 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. Hopefully it'll get finished. Tremendous benefit to our farmers, technology and many other things, the banking industry, financial services. And I guess by now you know pretty much we've had a very, very good couple of days with China, and it looks like that deal is very much on its way. It'll be the largest deal ever made for farmers. We're talking about a $40 to $50 billion purchase and other things. I mean, it's an incredible deal for farmers. I think they'll have to go out and buy more land and buy bigger tractors. So we'll hopefully get that done pretty quickly. Well, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. This will go a long time into the future. This is a buy. This is a very big buy. It's 2 years, but it'll go a long time into the future. The biggest deal made was $16 billion, and this could be 50. So this is many times more, many times bigger than any deal ever made for the farmers. Say it? Oh, they'll keep their word. China's going to keep their word. They want to make the deal. They're going to keep their word. Well, I don't know. I haven't spoken to Rudy. I spoke to him yesterday briefly. He's a very good attorney, and he has been my attorney. Yeah, sure. Well, we're looking at it. We didn't discuss that, Steve, on this deal, Huawei. We didn't discuss it having to do with phase one. This is phase one of an either phase two or phase three deal. So we haven't discussed Huawei relative to this deal. So basically, the status will remain the same. Well, she may be a wonderful woman. I don't know her, but she may be very much a wonderful woman. If you remember the phone call I had with the president, the new president, he didn't speak favorably, but I just don't know her. She may be a wonderful woman.
If the Chinese make Huawei off the BlackBerry,
well, I'm not going to talk about it now because we're just starting the negotiation of phase two. We'll actually begin as soon as we're finished papering phase one. But phase one, it's one of the biggest deals ever made, and unbelievable for technology, unbelievable for the banking industry and services, and for the farmers. There's never been anything like it. Well, we're going to see what happens. We're going to be discussing that in phase two. Who? Well, the whistleblower's been very inaccurate. The whistleblower, I don't know what kind of a whistleblower. The whistleblower reported a totally different conversation than I had. I released a transcript of my conversation, an exact transcript, and the whistleblower didn't say that. The whistleblower is either saying untruths, okay, or he didn't know, or he's making up a story like Schiff did. Schiff made up a story. Because when Schiff read what I actually said, he said, I can't say this because he did nothing wrong. So Schiff went out and he made up a lie. He made up, it was a fraudulent story. You know that. You know that better than anybody. You're a good lawyer. And frankly, he went out, he made up a fraudulent story. He then went before the U.S. Congress and the American people, and he reported a fraudulent story. Now, Schiff, something should happen to Schiff for that. He shouldn't have immunity for that. Why should Schiff be given immunity when he goes out and he says a story about the President of the United States, what the President said, and it bears no relationship? In fact, every word was different. And I'll tell you what, I can't believe that a congressman could be that dishonest and can have immunity from that. Steve? So Turkey and the Kurds have been fighting for hundreds of years. We are out of there, but we have a tremendous financial strength, which I've helped a lot with because our country has become much stronger since I've been president by many trillions of dollars. And if Turkey does something that they shouldn't be doing, we will put on sanctions the likes of which very few countries have ever seen before. David.
Did you or your administration pressure Fox News to get rid of Shepard Smith?
No, I don't know. Is he leaving?
He's leaving.
Oh, that's a shame.
Why did Bill Barr leave with November or not the other night?
That I don't know. Wait, did I hear Shepard Smith is leaving?
Yes.
Is he leaving because of bad ratings?
Yeah.
Now tell me, I don't know. He had terrible ratings. Is he leaving because of his ratings? I mean, if he's leaving, I assume he's leaving because he had bad ratings. He had the worst ratings on Fox, so there's a reason. Why is Shepard Smith leaving?
You'd have to ask him, Mr. President.
Well, I wish him well.
The Attorney General,
I wish Shepard Smith well. I think Hunter Biden is a disgrace. You know, the #1 T-shirt selling right now is "Where's Hunter?" I came up with that one last night. And by the way, we had a record-setting last night, as you saw, a rally. That was a rally like few other rallies. And now I'm going to Louisiana, and we're taking the Little League world champions, I think world champions, and they're going to be on the plane. They're from Louisiana, and they're flying with me. We just had pictures in the White House. I haven't asked that, no, but a lot of people should be asking, perhaps. I have not asked it. Hunter Biden walked away with $1.5 billion from China, $168,000 a month from Ukraine, supposedly a $3 million payment from Ukraine. Have I asked? No, but I can't imagine that somebody isn't asking. The whole thing that they're doing is a hoax to try and win an election that they're not going to win in 2020. You look at the phone conversation I had with the president of Ukraine, it was perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was the fraud that was committed on the American people in Congress when Schiff got up, and instead of reading what was said word for word exact, when Schiff got up and he lied and he defrauded the American public by making up a conversation. He made it up. So let me just tell you that this whole Ukraine story is a hoax. And yesterday, I know you don't like to report it, but I might as well say it, the president of Ukraine said loud and clear that the conversation was absolutely a perfect conversation, that there was no problem with it whatsoever. The what?
What is the red line for
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We have a very good relationship with Turkey. They're a NATO partner. We do a lot of trade with Turkey, but we don't want them killing a lot of people. And, you know, we have been out of there. We beat ISIS. We knocked the hell out of them. We took 100% of the caliphate. We did our job, but we have a lot of power financially. I built something here over the last 3.5 years. If you take a look at what's been happening to the United States over the last almost 3 years. You take a look at the economic power that we've created. We've gone up, in fact, the vice premier of China just said, we've gone up trillions of dollars. China's gone down trillions of dollars. If we have to use sanctions, we will on Turkey.
Mr. President, why are you sending more troops to Saudi Arabia when you said it's a mistake to be in the Middle East?
So we're sending more troops to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a very good ally from the standpoint that we get along with them very well, a very important player in the Middle East. The relationship's been very good, and they buy hundreds of billions of dollars worth of merchandise from us, not only military equipment. In military equipment, about $110 billion. It's millions of jobs. Now, with that being said, We are sending troops and other things to the Middle East to help Saudi Arabia. But are you ready? Saudi Arabia, at my request, has agreed to pay us for everything we're doing. That's a first. But Saudi Arabia and other countries too now, but Saudi Arabia has agreed to pay us for everything we're doing to help them, and we appreciate that. It's all right. Say it. What?
On immigration and taxes.
We lost on immigration. I haven't heard that. We'll win. You know how many cases I've lost and then we win? Okay, remember they said I lost the ban, the travel ban. And then they said I lost it again, and then I ended up winning it. So I've had a great track record. And right now, within a couple of weeks, we will have 160 judges, and within a couple of months, we'll have 182 federal judges. And we are breaking records like nobody's ever seen in that regard, as you know. Do you agree? Do you agree? 182, do you agree? You got to say yes. Your father would say yes. We're going to hold off on the 5% increase from 25 to 30. Well, if you look at the deal is so incredible. The deal is a great deal. And I have to say it again. The farmers, it's going to be $50 billion worth of purchase. The most they've ever done was 16. So the farmers in Iowa, Nebraska, and all of these other great states that I love and that obviously like me a lot too, they're going to have to buy more land fast and bigger tractors, or they're not going to be able to keep up with the order. Also, China over the last 2 weeks, as you've probably seen, has been buying a lot of farm product, a lot of farm product. So we're agreeing not to put that additional increase. So we're going to get 25%. And when the increase kicks in on October 15th on the 25 to 30, we're not going to charge that. That's going to be held in abeyance, subject to the final deal. Well, it's basically everything I said. I don't have to go through it, but tremendous for banking, tremendous for technology, beyond tremendous for the American farmer and rancher. Tremendous deal. Have a good time. See you in Louisiana. We're going now to Louisiana. We're going to have a great rally. I hope you're going to come. Okay?